Hi there. Welcome to this week episode of PHP series. I believe the previous episode must have been blessing you. I'm very sure. So if you've not checked it out, please do go to go check them out. Awesome. So I believe I remember last week I said we were going to start from where we finished exactly last week, and we just started seeing emotional mastery. Oh no, life mastery, the life cycle part of it. All right, so this is it. Let me start this week's episode by telling you that life is in cycles, and there are natural laws that guide the earth. And one principal one in all of them is the principle of seed time and harvest. Seed time and harvest. Having known that you are a spirit, you came to this earth as a seed. There is a gene of greatness. There is something that was imputed from eternity, a void, that only vision that has been given to you from eternity can fill. So as you came into this earth as a seed, it's going to take a lot of time, which is your lifetime, to bring out the harvest. The harvest is your vision in reality, which is your potential. Now, having known all of that, you now need to start seeing yourself that now that you are a spirit, you need to start aligning with that reality fast and start working towards it. Now, our society has taught us some basic things we should do with our body. Now that you are beginning to understand the mastery of life, now you need to start to know things that you should do. There are things that you should no longer do. There are things that you should do more, and there are things that you should do less of. Now we start with things that you should do. Before now, you never knew you were a spirit. So all this time, all you do to take care of yourself that you just take care of your body, that our society has taught us. So nobody tells you when you wake up you want to go out. Nobody tells you to take your bath and look good and freshen up. It has been programmed into your subconscious. But now that you know that you are primarily a spirit, there should be things you should do to freshen up your spirit daily. There should be things you should do to freshen up your soul, your mind. Now your soul is the seat of your will, your subconscious mind, your emotions, and your intellect. So there are daily things you should do to refresh your mind. But our society did not teach us that, because society has just pictured us to be humans. Meanwhile, we are more than humans. We are spirits. But we were first spiritual. So this is it. Now, as a spirit, and this is where those that used to talk against religion, this is where we used to have issues. Because the truth is, we are a spirit. Now, I already told you that to find your purpose, every other thing people have been saying, in a way, they are only pointing to your purpose. You really cannot find your purpose through that. You can only find your purpose through the Supreme Spirit, which is God Himself. Fellowship. I told you that only religion, in a way, gave us that access, gave us that routine, that framework, in a way. Now, if you already know that daily you should take care of your body, freshen up before you go out, look good, apply cologne, spray up, look nice. How do you think you should be taking care of your spirit, which is primary now? And now, let me give you an instance. I am a Christian, for instance. I know how to charge up my spirit daily. Now, for humanists, Maybe you need to find out the way to charge up your spirit. I don't know about it because I don't know about it. But then your mind, maybe there is a primary role like that, or let me say primary arc to your mind. It's just based on those four principal things I already said in either episode 1 or episode 2. That your words form your thoughts, that your thoughts forms your emotion, forms your belief rather. Your belief forms your emotion. Your emotion forms your decision, and your decision forms whatever the outcome is. And so now that you know all of this, you need to start knowing that you need to take charge of whatever comes into your heart. Because whatever comes into your heart will be what you will believe. And whatever you believe is what your emotion is going to work upon. And whatever your emotion is going to work upon is what you are going to make your decision on. And at the end, it will be what the art will produce for you. So now, having known that there are things now that you need to do, working on your spirit. How do you exercise your own spirit? I already told you mine as a Christian. I believe you should find yours. There are things you need to do less. One of the things you need to stop doing is stop speaking negative. Because as you are speaking negative, the earth is hearing and the earth is framing it. The earth is drawing it. The earth is taking it as a command. One of the things you need to stop doing is having it's even perception that will put it now. One of the things you need to start doing is thinking one-sided. Yeah, that is what I want. That is the word I want to use. When you have taken charge of your spirit, you need to know that your spirit now is in alignment in eternity. So you can't just think of yourself alone, and that is where vision comes in. I already said your vision is bigger than you. That if it's not bigger than you, it's not a vision, it's an ambition. If it's not involving other people, if it's not impacting, if it's not in one way or the other, either leading some other people good or better, or raising them, just know if it's not really connecting some other souls to you, if some other souls are not really dependent on it, then it's not a vision. Those are one of the things you need to stop doing. Thinking one-sided, ambition. Now you need to stop. One of the things you need to do more as a spirit being, you need to exercise your spirit the more. And one of the things you need to do less as a spirit, you need to take charge of your spirit the more by having this notion, this consciousness that you are a spirit. So that did I call it? I don't want to call it a setback. That is it no self? I don't want to call it self-esteem. It's not because it's not self-esteem now, but that this drawback that you have in your spirit, this perception of yourself, this low perception of yourself. Yes, that's the word. It's not for you because you are a spirit. Spirit are mighty. You know the way we used to dress spirits when we were very much younger, even till now. When you hear of spirit, you be like, yeah, spirit same as you. So that same power you carry, it's just the ability for you to draw it out. And the way you really can draw it out fully, maximizing your spirit, it is through emotional mastery. And that is what we're going to be discussing by next episode. So I'll be we'll be diving fully well into emotional mastery by next episode. And from there, we'll be able to link it to your passion. And I will show you the happiness framework from there. I'll see you next week.